How do you get involved in esports once you're out of high school and college? Let's talk about it. So this was a video I got requested off of TikTok from a guy. I think he said he was 24 and he was just interested how you get involved in esports once high school and college esports isn't an option for you. You've been out in the professional field or you've already graduated without being involved, but it's an industry you want to get into. This video is going to cover that. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is, why do you want to get involved in the esports industry? Most likely the answer is that you've been a gamer all of your life, that you grew up around gaming and you want to be involved in some way. And if so, that's cool. Really just what I hope the answer isn't, and you have to be honest with yourself, is, am I trying to get into esports because I think I can make a lot of money or because I think there's a lot of money involved in esports? Because if that is your answer, you are totally wrong. There's really not a lot of money in esports. You can make a lot more money in a lot more different industries. Esports really is about the passion for the sport. It is not about making money. So the next thing that you have to ask yourself, and again, be honest with yourself, is what value do you bring to the esports market, to the esports industry? What are your skills? What is your skill set, and what do you have experience in that you could bring into the esports market, and how could that benefit a company, a business, a team, etc.? That's really important because that's going to determine the path you take for esports and how you're going to get involved. If you are in the position that you don't really feel like you have any skills, if you don't feel like there's much you provide other than really just wanting to get into gaming and esports, I would highly suggest that you look into an internship or something of that level. If you never went to college, I would kind of suggest looking to go back into college, particularly like a community college that has an esports program. You can do a 2-year AA degree just to get your feelers out for education while also competing or being a part of an esports team in some capacity. That's going to get you started. My battery died. I'm back. So now that we've identified why you're in this market and what value you bring, there's going to be 2 things that you're going to do to start transitioning from your current job or career into the esports industry. The first one, and the biggest one, is you need to start networking within the esports industry. The main way you're going to do this is through LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, you definitely need one, and if you already have one, make sure you're spending some time building it out. I can post or put together a full video on networking on LinkedIn separately, or you can just do some searching on here and find some. But basically what you want to do is make sure that your profile is built out with all of the relevant skills and things that you think are of value that you can transition or bring into the esports market. So obviously you're going to have your current job, your previous jobs, but make sure you identify those jobs and the skills that you have within there, so that you can start painting a picture for how that can be beneficial to a company within the esports market. Build out that profile, and then you're going to start connecting and networking with every single esports professional that is in your niche of that market. So if you're a marketer, if you're in sales, if you're in sponsorships and endorsements, if you're in social media, if you're in content production or media production, graphic design, whatever it is that, again, you're skilled at, that you're good at and want to bring into the esports market, network with everyone that has that job already. Set up phone calls with them, pick their brains, and the goal here is just to learn more about them, learn how they got their job, and slowly start putting out the feelers as to who's hiring, who's interested, and just build some relationships and some friends, because that is how most jobs in esports are landed, is through these networks and connections. So that's going to be a really, really important thing, is to start networking. Don't go in right away though. Don't first message, add 30 people that have your job and ask them to work for them. Like, you need to build a relationship. It's just like a friendship. You need to build it up. While you're building that up, what you need to start doing is volunteering and getting some experience in the esports industry. Volunteering can be at a local high school for an esports club if they have one, a local college at an esports club, or a varsity program if they have it. I guarantee that your local college either has a club or a varsity program at this point. Like, they're doing something within esports and you can get involved. If there's any sort of tournaments or companies in your area that are doing tournaments, you need to get involved there. Otherwise, you can aim bigger picture and you can do either online things, try to work online. You can try to find some bigger lands that are maybe a couple hours away from you and reach out and just see if you can work the event. All of those different opportunities are available and will hopefully at least start getting you exposed to it. On top of the fact that you should just probably start traveling and going to esports events so that you can understand the feel of it and meet some of the people that are involved in the industry and just start growing your knowledge. I mean, that's really important. It's not gonna happen overnight for you. This is gonna be a 6-month to 2-year journey of you transitioning into esports to find the right job, to find the right opportunity, and to make sure you're knowledgeable enough and skilled enough to where you provide enough value for a company to want to take you on. That's really going to be your best bet for getting into this job market. Other than that, like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. Take 6 months to learn everything you can about the esports market. Take the next year to volunteer and get experience in it while you build your network. And then from year 1 to 2, that's when you're going to really dive in and start looking for job opportunities, start applying to job opportunities. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.